Roll 20.
Lamau.
You guys are just bullying me at this point.
I was gonna say from Critical Role, Orion Akaba, because they basically made other players roll for him. Before he got kicked off.
Well, no, he was actually lying.
Travis admitted he lied about his rolls.
Travis
cool.
did?
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, if it was good for a story moment, I would do a different roll.
Should we, because there's sometimes we forget to do it, make sure we introduce or say who we're playing.
Sure.
Yeah.
We do it like once every
Which one
fourth
of you has
time.
a video? Oh, I do, because I'm an idiot.
Hello, Twitch. It's so good to see
what was
you.
it? I started doing a thing when we started with at my home table, where if it was like a story beat moment, and I didn't want it to be like Justin's just doing this to make it like be like, and everyone dies, like sort of like situation. I would have my players like choose a percentage on the percentile die, and I would roll it. So it's always like, you can't blame me for like this NPC dying in like a story beat event.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can't
told
blame
John-
me for these loaded dice.
I told John that I would crack his shins like walnuts if he killed any of my NPCs.
I just bully Michael
that
as
was-
much as possible to make sure that any of the NPCs that I like exist. I mean, I think that's fair.
You just
I'm
get, like,
still trying to get Tico to die, and no one can kill him.
You're not doing anything to get him to die.
yeah, you're just
Maybe
being
get rid of
humble.
that shield that gives you like 5 HP.
Yeah, no, you took fighter to make it harder for you to die, which I think is fine. I respect it.
Because at this point, we've become Venom.
Yeah, that's true. Hello, everyone. We are joined this week. Kim is still here. Kim, say hello.
Hello.
But we are joined this week by Brett from Let's Rewatch. Hello, Brett.
Hello.
I'm sure is there any other things that you do that you would like to plug at the top of ye old round of
No.
stream?
Let's rewatch is dope. That's
Yep.
the thing to be a part of.
Hell yeah.
Wow, that's a really good.
I'm not
podcast.
familiar, Brett. Can you tell us about it?
I like
I
two of
heard
the
you have
episodes.
some good
You ever-
guests on that show.
You ever watch a movie when you were young and then as an adult you're like, man, I really got to show this to my friends, and then you show it to your friends and all of them are just kind of like, yeah. That's the plot of the show. It's a movie rewatch thing, but it's like stuff you haven't seen in like a decade. And yeah, Justin was on, Tim was on. It's a good show. You should check it out.
I agree.
Hell yeah.
We watched Iron Man 2, and when that episode came out, Ash, one of the other co-hosts, made a joke about Whiplash being an octopus man. And I forgot that movie a second time, having just watched it, and I was like, was he an octopus man? I don't remember that, but I think he might have been.
Octopus inspired, at least.
Definitely adjacent. And as we said before, what with the stream taking place at 2 p.m. Eastern, and with various folks having deadlines, health issues, children, things of that nature, we should have I guess a bench, a dugout, a hockey pit of potential guests.
Brett, our intern?
Yeah, as a
Definitely
bit,
unpaid.
we should have made Brett be Rhea and just had you guys.
Oh damn it! You could have played Rhea, yeah.
Yeah,
He
be
wouldn't have clowned you so hard.
yeah, that's true. It would be nicer to Brett that way. So Brett, thank you again, especially for the short notice. We're like, hey, especially with all that goddamn COVID about, having some people around.
Yeah, I ate my breakfast with my hands. I will be touching my face.
Dude, not touching your face is so
play.
difficult,
I'm
but
really
I also
worried.
wash my hands so hard.
Can I ask a
I'm
question?
really worried about catching COVID. I don't want my computer to catch a virus.
Hey.
If I don't go outside, I don't still have to wash my hands, do I? I mean, I can like piss and shit.
Yes, no, you do, because
What?
other people go outside and have contact with your things.
No, they don't.
You should be. Hey, wash your door handles. You should be sanitizing your door.
No one has
handles
come to my door
and other
ever.
handles.
And your light switches. I
No-
did that
And your
once
light
for spring
switches.
cleaning.
I should probably do
felt
that.
Really accomplished.
No one. We haven't had anyone over to the apartment for several months, and
Does Jen leave the house?
right now,
That you
no.
know of.
Right now, no. When we leave the house, we extremely clean our hands but when we ordered Thai food yesterday, it was like go downstairs, grab the bag, wash your hands, open the bag, wash your hands. Da 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 da. Blacks and Dragons. Yes, Jennifer is working from home. Jennifer, give a wave. Say hello to the Twitch. Say hello.
Oh. Oh.
Don't look at any of the documents she's working on.
My secret document.
They're very secret.
It's just the plot of Greetings Adventurers. The whole thing has been scripted this entire time.
No! My immersion! How could you?
My immersion.
That's not true. What are you saying? Two Swords. Can you tell me? Well, I guess let's introduce sort of like who we're playing, and then Brett will save your introduction for later.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm Pat Edwards. I play Two Swords. He's a Dragonborn fighter.
I'm Kim, and I play. Oh shit! Sorry.
No, you go. You're deep in it.
I'm Kim, and I play Karloff, who is a tiefling artificer.
I'm Justin Osterling, and I'm dead inside. But I'm also playing Tico, Bones, Greyface, Los Spookies, and Hidden Lord Gargoth. And he's
You're not Gargoth.
We are Gargoth.
We are Gargoth.
My next, I'm Josh. I play Gnash Satinjaw, a Wild Hunt shifter warlock.
And we have Brett, as we mentioned.
I'm
And
Brett.
special guest.
Should we wait until
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm Brett.
We also have Tim.
Hi, I'm the Dungeon
Tim.
Master. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, have I? I don't think
Who
I've
are
been.
you playing, Tim?
He's Tim Lanning, and it's great to be here.
Oh, I didn't introduce. I think I've just been so loosey goosey that I haven't done the like standard intro. You know what I'm saying? Like greetings, adventurers. Welcome to the Happy
Do we
Hell
have
Hour.
a standard intro?
Yeah, it's greetings, adventurers.
we were
Welcome to the
looking
Happy
at
Hell Hour presents Descent into Avernus. Joining me, I am your
14
Dungeon Master.
energy.
Joining me this week is Blah. I think the past couple weeks I've just been like, hey man, we're chill, baby. Let's do it. Let's roll. So thank you for that reminder.
Thank you.
Two Swords, can you tell us what
Sure.
happened last week?
Yeah. Dear Diary, how are you? Me? I'm great. Well, we done had ourselves that big scrap with some devils and cultists, and we kicked their keisters but good. We met this like druid cleric, magic holy person, Farya Jinx, and found a pool full of holy water, filled some flasks. I put some in the bag of holding, just sloshing around in there. And then Bear got himself a little dinged up during the scrap, but Karloff is busy fixing him and installing a hose that shoots holy water, which will be rad AF. We set about exploring the rest of the catacombs, I guess, beneath the temple. And lo and behold, I heard that apparently Tico tried to rob himself a sarcophagi, and the mummy fought back, of course. And poor old Gnash got himself cursed helping our buddy Tico out. But they killed the mummy, and Tico found himself a new bed. Our new goal is apparently, I was only half listening, to get to the cemetery of El Terrell. I'm sure this won't be no trouble or danger at all. Yep, going to a cemetery in hell, no trouble at all. Bye-bye, diary. I love you.
Do you have a goal?
Yes. I'll read the little bit of flavor. Basically, Faria tells you that Grand Duke Ravengard took a group of guards, like some of the remaining people from the High Hall, to investigate the proliferation of undead over at the Grand Cemetery. And he left a little bit ago. He was also looking for a specific relic that supposedly was housed there, called the Helm of Torm's Sight. That he hoped that Grand Duke Ravengard hoped would maybe provide some awareness into Elturel's situation and maybe lead to some salvation. They expected Ravengard back hours ago, but they are not. Now, Brett, I feel like if it's not too rude, I believe you are a part of Duke Ravengard's crew. You know that your team made it to the cemetery, but there seemed to have been a demonic, specifically demonic, not devil, incursion. You were sent back to the High Hall catacomb, the High Hall, in order to basically warn the residents there that there might be a little more dangers afoot in Elturel. The situation in Elturel got worse, but as you've got. Yeah. But as you've gotten back, you see tons of dead devils at the High Hall. So you apparently just missed a scrap of devils, and that's kind of where you're coming from. But I did want to mention that you guys spent your very first night here in Elturel. As you sleep, you have a very stereotypical restless sleep, starting from the very tip of your brain down to the very tips of your toes. You're in this weird sort of half-wake, half-dream state where you just feel tired, but you're not necessarily feeling like you're resting, you know what I'm saying? Take Tico's smoking of the cigarettes and take out all of the good, relief, but add in a little bit of
all the good feelings.
Yeah, we're sponsored by cigarettes today, kids. Just kidding. No, don't smoke cigarettes. But yeah, you also almost can feel like if someone was scratching your back and like walking their fingers up the small of your back.
Relaxing.
But replace that and put it on your brain, and a little colder and a little stranger. You wake up in the middle of the night and you hear crying and maybe baby tears and things like that, and then you look around and the whatever you're hearing's not there and things like that, and then but you still are able to get a full night's sleep. Yeah.
That's just kids.
Yeah, it's like this hell ain't shit. But you are able to make it through the night. You wake up pretty role play tired, but not, you don't have exhaustion or anything like that. So
did Tico sleep in the room with all of us or back in the other room?
No, I slept in the sarcophagus underneath the shield, which was then like we were draped over by my cloak, and then the thing was closed. We were like several layers deep, and it's just me whispering to the shield for 8 hours.
You're all the way in the other room, not with us.
Yes.
Jesus Christ,
I'm
shut
using
up.
little chunks of the mummy as a pillow.
Okay, well, you probably have a disease, but we don't have to deal with that.
We probably have mummy disease.
It's comforting to see Tico acting normal again.
As you are all enjoying a...
You guys look at him, the glowing eyes. Like...
Yeah, like... Tico's awake because you see more spooky demonic eyes peering through the darkness. As you're enjoying your
Tico
breakfast...
is a goblin who is questionably horrifying.
All right. So you just
some light context.
holding a giant shield and like little tiny goblin head above it,
He's like a turtle, yeah.
like a little snowman.
Tico's not tiny. Tico's big. Me and Tico are
big.
Yeah, he's like 5 feet
He's
tall.
like 5 feet.
For a goblin.
Yeah, big for a goblin.
6'6".
You all leveled up, but I think in order to get into the story, Kraken and Lacken will discuss what you've done and as it comes up or next week. So as you're all eating breakfast and washing it down with actual clean water that tastes good. Maybe like if you're eating oatmeal, it tastes a little bit better because you're using holy water type situation. But the oatmeal still tastes like fingernails and skin shavings.
The best marinade for chicken.
Yeah. Your holy water beef jerky, your holy water pancakes. When I believe a wizard, is that correct, Brett?
Yeah, wizard.
You run into the high hall. You pass tons of dead people. There's more guards, but you make it down to where everyone was holed up in the catacombs of the high hall cathedral. Can you describe what your character looks like?
Yeah, I am an elf, high elf wizard. Although I'm not very high, I'm actually like shorter than I should be for the wizards. I get dunked on a lot. Literally, like you just can't reach the hoop. But yeah, I got usually I have some like sick robes on, but like we were on the quest, so today I'm just like doing the like skin tight, like the SoCal like tights on the legs, like you can see my whole ass because you got to be ready to run. You know, can't have clothes weighing you down. So this is just like black like cat suit elf.
Oh my god, I love it.
Two Swords jumps up, swords drawn, like, who goes there?
Hey, it's me, Beef. Oh, who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
That
Beef.
okay. I'm Two Swords. They call me Two Swords because I fight with two swords. And we done saved all the people down here with me and my compatriots. There's two of them over here. The other one, he's off being creepy somewhere. Who are you?
Oh my god.
Did Tico walk in the room like that?
Tico's been standing behind you the entire time, just smoking and like eating beef jerky. Just...
Something wrong with your friend there.
Nope. That's just Tico.
Sup, Gingado?
Hey.
Oh yeah. Your name's Beef?
Yeah, Beef. It's Beef Johnson, part of the guard here.
Two swords.
Yeah,
Two swords.
you didn't.
Two swords.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
swords.
Tico, what?
Do you think you taste better than this beef jerky?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I can hear you. No.
Just saying the name's Beef, you know.
Yeah.
You know, things get a little wild in the guard. You go out, stuff happens, people get eaten occasionally. I can tell you, elf, lean meat, not a lot of fat, not a lot of flavor. Look somewhere else.
Tough.
Tico drops down to his hands and then does like that four-legged scuttle, goes over and just starts sniffing him.
Don't mind him. He'll get bored in a little bit. You say you're part
Ooh, I
of
smell
the
the
guard. You're part of the guards here. Did you see upstairs the redecorating that was done?
I was out and about until just now. What?
Yeah, when you guys left, you knew that it was a risky situation. You took some of the best fighters because at the time there was not. I mean, obviously everywhere in El Terrell is dangerous and there's a threat everywhere. But at the time, Duke Ravengard basically was like, I have to make a tough choice. Me and this crew are going to go to the cemetery to get the helm. And so left the High Hall a little bit less defended. Meanwhile, at this exact same time, the devils broke through and decided to attack and destroy the High Hall. But it was beaten back by thanks in part to these beautiful adventurers right here.
So Faria would know Beef.
Faria would know Beef. When she sees Beef walk in, an acolyte of Torm walks up to you, a tired-looking woman who's been basically keeping everyone sane here. She's the de facto in charge since you guys left. And she looks you up and down and is like, Beef, the Duke, where has he gone? Why are you here?
Yo, they sent me back. It's just getting weird out there.
You saw giant, huge undead minotaurs.
Yeah, you know, we ain't seen anything like this in a while. These were, you remember hearing about those minotaurs when you were a kid? Those are out in the graveyard.
One of my best friends was a Minotaur. Tim, I swear to God, if you make us kill an undead Pasha, I
I'm gonna eat her.
I was thinking,
Do you see Tim's face?
We'll
Do you see
talk.
Tim's face?
We'll talk about that later.
Do you see Tim's face?
Oh, they're gonna feel good.
Beef.
Hey, don't let that burn.
you were sent to get more people to maybe help with the cathedral or the all these C words, cemetery. But seeing that most of the folks here are barely hanging on, there's a few more faces you don't recognize in your trek back to the High Hall was a little scary, but that's okay. So seeing these new adventurers here, who are actually, Feria lets you know that these adventurers were just about on their way to the cemetery as well.
Yeah. So, Karloff, you got a minute? I know you're busy tinkering and whatnot. You meet this wizard.
Karloff has been pretty much dead to the world because she is creating her little new homunculus. She had a great idea and is just tinkering away. She's going to look up and be like, huh? What? Oh, there's somebody new here? What? What's going on? Two swords? Who's that?
Yeah. That's, raise your hand, bud. That's Beef Johnson.
Yo, hey, it's Beef.
Tico, no, not you. She knows you.
I said raise your hand.
I said, okay.
Rhea and Lulu raised their hands as well.
Lulu, no.
You didn't specify, man.
All right.
Homie, you gotta get a little more specific.
Existing entourage, not you.
To be fair, you were pointing in his direction. He is like all over me. That's a little uncomfortable.
Karloff is
So
gonna...
Tico's just crawling over him.
Yeah. Karloff is also going to just power walk up to Beef and be like, I see that you're wearing an extremely tight suit. Are you open to having enhancements onto it? Because I can make you super stealthy if you want to do that. I see the crafting.
Hey, what the
is very
fuck?
nice.
You didn't offer me that.
Oh,
what kind of enhancements?
No, I see how it is. Apparently, we don't really like elves around here.
She gets like a glimmer in her eye, and you can kind of tell that if you let her talk about your catsuit, it's going to take hours.
We might have more pressing issues here, but let's come back to this.
Okay, we'll
And,
stick around back to it later.
Nash, jump up, bud. Say what's up.
Howdy. I'm Gnash. With a G, remember the G.
Oh, like
I point to my teeth and see exactly like that. I'm like part hyena.
The G's silent. Yeah.
But it's
So some
there.
people say it, but you can tell that they didn't say it with the silent G. You can just tell. Like, and this is rude.
yeah. I'll make sure I get it. Gnash.
Yep. It's so you don't actually pronounce it, but you just say it as if like you know it's there.
Yeah, you gotta remember it's there.
It's new. It takes nuance and subtlety. And Tico, you got something to say, bud?
No, we don't have anything to say.
Okay, you're doing the we
We're
thing.
fine.
Okay, y'all, and I turn to Nash and Cross. Y'all heard that, right? Like he said we, and he's not talking about us. I'm pretty sure.
It's been there. That's how
We're listening.
Okay, maybe we put a pin in
We
that.
have ears.
You brought a pen? Oh yeah, because you
Hey.
take this in the diary.
A metaphorical pin. Should we go?
Yeah. There's some weird stuff going on. I think we should probably try and get back.
I mean-
I was sent here to bring help.
That's the understatement of the century. We're in a city that was pulled into hell.
No, let me tell you, this was supposed to be my vacation. I had to cancel some plans. We get very little vacation time on the guard.
That's tragic.
Hey.
That's a real
Have you tried? Hey,
Not
Beef,
fundable, caught me fair.
I like you. Have you? You know what? Why'd you leave the guard? Have you thought about contract work? I'm hiring.
Yeah, does it have any benefits?
Oh, dental. Look, I have 2 gold tusks.
Oh, those are nice.
Thank you. You get vacation time as long as it's like as long as you get it cleared. We totally understand, and just a small price of your soul.
Ooh, well, I will take that offer under consideration. But once again, we need reinforcements elsewhere.
Again, Karloff, Nash, y'all heard that, right?
Yes,
He's
yes,
trying
okay.
to buy the man's soul.
Yeah, I think that's...
To be fair, I can't buy it. I had to transfer it to another dude, and he'll buy it, but it goes on my credit.
He's on the floor.
It's just so... Anyway,
Unless you want to skip the credit, and they'll just stab you.
No. Okay. I think we're getting off track.
You got the Avernus Express card.
What is Faria Jinx doing during this exchange?
Mostly ignoring it as it has gotten off topic of the situation and is tending to some wounded and things of that nature.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the scary place.
Please and
see
thank
what we
you.
can do.
Oh, did you get Bear all fixed?
Yeah, he's all good to go. And also, I might have a little surprise, but I want to surprise you later.
Cool.
Hell
like a
yeah.
surprise.
Tico doesn't like surprises.
All right, so you guys are on your way to ye old Grand Cemetery. The Grand Cemetery is not too far from where you are, thankfully. You are able to leave through the High Hall. There's a few tired-looking guards with bows. As you get out of the front of the High Hall where you came in from, you look up at kind of like a balcony there, and then a guard or two gives you an old, "Yo, what's up?" And says thank you. Good luck.
Gang sign.
They're like, "Oh, go beef! Go beef!" They all seem very excited about the situation.
Maybe don't leave your post this time, so like everyone inside doesn't get slaughtered. That'd be cool.
Or take a really long break.
So yeah, you make your way through a different part of the city, kind of winding down because you're coming from the High Hall, going east to the Grand Cemetery. You kind of have to go down a little bit of a hill a bit. That kind of snakes down a little bit. You pass several, scenes of horror, a house completely still on fire. As you're walking by, you see someone run into a building, and then, surprise, surprise, a meteor falls from the sky and just explodes it into everything as you just see the fire light up, and you see sort of just the horrid scene flash before you, because again, reminder, there is a huge black orb above you hurling lightning bolts down upon the city as you go. So it's probably early morning, and you are in Avernus, so at times there's either no light or only a weird sort of situation of like dark maroon sunset, I guess you would say, going everywhere, but like in a spooky way, not in a beautiful way.
It's like a weird rave.
It is very much like a very weird rave. But as you go along, you see, you smell more before you see a stench of decay, of death. Gnash, you probably get your snoot out there first, as you guys are just kind of going from building to building. You don't really see too many demons there or devils. You see a few dead devils along the way. That beef probably destroyed on his way back. But you do smell something horrible. Beef, you saw some of the undead before, but this seems a little bit different. As you kind of look around the corner, you see a group of 7 undead creatures kind of roaming about, looking through old burnt-out houses. One of them in the front looks to be the leader. He looks like a dead adventurer wearing leather armor, who maybe was a thief in a previous life, and then now, well, oops, he's dead. He is...
It's the Elder Scrolls cinematics.
He's leading one of the group, and he seems to be munching on what looks like a halfling's foot, and then gets done with it and tosses it back, and the other 6 are greedily fighting over it. What do you guys do?
Karloff suppresses the urge to vomit. She's super gooked out.
That's nasty. Not the eating, not the
Free
eating
lunch right
part.
there.
Just like the smell is nasty.
Yeah, the smell.
It smells
extremely
bad.
You know
nasty.
what?
Eating the
I
foot
think
is
we could take them. We could take them pretty easily and get ourselves a nice lunch. It's street meat.
I don't think that's what that means.
Tico, you nasty.
Street meat. Come on. Remember the burritos I got you guys back in Baldur's Gate? Same thing.
So, could we theoretically go around them?
Theoretically, you either let them pass. You could wait. Time did seem to be of the essence. So
Y'all know I love a scrap as much as the next red scale, but I feel like if we don't ain't no innocence in mortal danger, and we need to get to the cemetery.
I mean, they are combing through and eating people, so they are a threat. They're sniffing
are they
out.
actively eating a person a living? Are they actively attacking a living person right now?
No, they seem to have just gotten done eating a halfling.
They already attacked the living person.
Yeah.
Would you say
There's no one to save.
No one
would
to
you say
save.
they're together, like clumped in a group?
Yes.
Okay. Remember that? Remember how I equipped Bear with spells that he could shoot out of his mouth?
Yes.
What if I just fucked around and used that fireball scroll?
Okay.
that I have?
I love it.
Carl's is just gonna say, "Ew, yucky, gross, Bear, get rid of them. They're nasty. I don't like them." And Bear is just gonna march forward, and the mask on his face just sort of creaks open like a ventriloquist dummy. And I'm just gonna shoot fireball like right in the center of that group.
Okay. They all kind of turn at you, and the leader sort of starts hissing out some sort of warning, and it's a dex save, correct?
Yes, let me pull it up.
1,
I think a deck saving like a whole bunch of
3, 4.
Yeah,
5, 6.
dex save,
7.
and they take 8d6 on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
All right. What's your DC?
It is 14.
14. 1, 2, 3 of
when it
them.
starts, I'm gonna mage armor myself.
Okay.
Oh yeah, is this cool that I did this, by the way?
Too late.
I like the initiative out of Karloff.
Yes, we support it. And so you see Karloff's bear, kind of, which is sort of like a robot automaton thing, launch forward. The leader kind of turns back to the 6 others and hisses something out at them. 4 of them, weirdly, are able to like dodge out of the way, but the leader, since he warned his bros, he's a nice guy like that, takes it full in the face, along with 2 others. So, how much damage total?
Let's see. I'm gonna try and do it in roll 20. 33.
30 fucking 3 damage. Love it. Okay, so
Yeah, baby.
the leader, the one just behind, and then one in the very, very back who didn't jump out of the way, get immediately obliterated.
Hell yeah.
And
That was cool.
the 4 remaining scrabble up, and let me see if they roll a high enough initiative in order to even take initiative. Boop. Oof da doofa, they do not. Okay, so yeah, all of you roll a quick initiative, please. We're gonna go a little popcorny, and the better you guys do, the more popcorny. 16.
There's a 7 for me.
Ooh,
Okay.
that
Nash
is
still sleepy.
19.
Okay.
That's a 20 for Beef.
Perfect.
Ooh! Beef.
He's in the guard for a reason.
Tico?
15.
15. Okay, so yeah, you are, let's say 60 feet away, give or take, Karloff just exploded. The 4 remaining kind of pad out their fire, and they look at you, and are like sprinting at you right now. So, Beef, my friend, 4 kind of boys. They're now spread out though, because they jumped out of the way of the fire, but they are quite hurt.
Okay. Yeah, so Beef is gonna be like, yo, that was dope. And then he's gonna aggress the zombies and kind of run at him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You said they're 60 feet away? That's
Yeah,
a little too far
roughly
for
60.
Beef attacks. So he's just gonna run up close to him and be like, hey, follow me over here. And He's just gonna prep burning hands for when 2 or more of them are close enough to burn them with his hands.
Okay,
Of
perfect.
flame.
Karloff, same basic idea, but now there's a half elf closer.
Hell yeah. She's gonna move up just a little bit. She's still trying to stay away, and I'm just gonna fuck around and do some firebolt, baby.
Yeah.
So so that's 2d10. I gotta make a ranged spell attack. 12 plus 6 is 18. Does that hit?
It does, it does.
Hell yeah. And then 7. Whoops. 7 and 10 is 17. So just whichever one is probably further back. It's a 120-foot range.
How much damage again?
17?
Dead. What does it look like when you kill that one?
She's just gonna keep yelling, gross, 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 and throw more fire at it. It fucking goes up in flames. It turns instantly into ash. It's shadowed, burnt into the ground from the power of the purifying fire.
Cool.
Very cool.
The rest are screaming, and they're so sad that you're killing their friends. They went out to brunch. You know those memes going around? This is what a group of brunch people looks like. That's what this is, and you guys are
Like
just...
that Brian Jordan Alvarez, like, brunch.
Yes.
2 swords. You're roughly 60 feet
still-
away.
All right. Well, I'll move up 20 feet.
Wait, whoa. Wait, what was 2 swords?
16.
Initiative?
16.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I will walk up. I'll go up, rush up 20 feet.
Okay.
So we're still 40 feet away. And that's pretty much gonna be my turn. I mean, I'll just kind of taunt them a little bit.
Sure. They hate it.
I mean, y'all are like, you call yourself undead, but you're just like failures because y'all aren't even in the living world. You're just like undead in hell. Can you even call yourself undead? You're just dead.
We can talk. We're so much better than zombies.
Oh god, you can talk? Ugh.
Yes, we can talk.
Now I'm definitely gonna kill you.
I'm suddenly conflicted.
We were simply a group of 7 best friends who used to have a good time, and then we came here and got hit by a little bit of death rays, and here we are. Now we're eating. Not a big deal.
Okay,
That's
so
terrible.
It's like, I bet you no one told you life was going to be this way, bitch.
don't you ever feel like you're stuck in second gear?
What?
Love life is DOA.
I don't have a TV, they say.
Boy, that transfers really well to Avernus.
It does.
Tico, you are now up. There are 3 ghouls.
Are there in our mind theater scape?
Mhm.
Are there any of the undead who are like 5 feet away from other undead?
No, because when these are the ones that were lucky enough to jump out of the way, so they're probably about vaguely 23 feet away from each other in like a triangle now, running at you.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, so...
I don't want them to be next to each other.
Oh, perfect.
I'm
That is
looking
exactly what
I'm looking
is
for
happening.
one that's separate.
Yes.
Is the leader still alive?
No, he down.
Oh, he got cooked.
Oh, he down? Okay, well then, whatever
Exploded
one
him.
was talking last, I'm going to be like, if you're alive, I'm going to assume that you also have a soul, and I'm going to need that, homie. Oh, God.
And he just looks down at his clawed hands. Golly, I don't know anymore. That's a great question.
Nobody took it, so I'm going to just assume.
I think I might not.
Hold on, nobody move. Okay.
They'll start
I was
tapping
too
their feet
vigorous
like
when
Sonic.
rolling. 17 against AC.
That hits.
Oh, sweet, baby.
roll all 19.
Awesome. It's don't worry, it's not that much damage.
I mean, they have almost no health, so I might as well just tell you. But I want you to it's fun to roll.
23 points of damage.
What does it look like when you kill one of them?
Damn.
I'm gonna shout, not Shao Kahn, whatever the other Mortal Kombat dude. Your soul is mine. I'm gonna rail gun him
Shang
with
Tsung.
my longbow from across the room. Just
Yeah, they.
I have a cigarette out, so the feather like catches a spark and lights the cigarette. Which,
Yeah.
That's not how
So
feathers work at all, but
yeah, I mean, it kind of
and
is.
then just
That's exactly how it works. So the scene probably is 7 get fireballed. 3 immediately go up in flame, and they're like rolling on the ground. 4 of them tuck and roll are now sprinting at you. 1 of them gets annihilated by another bit of flame. Another one gets shot down by the railgun coming out of nowhere. And then the 2 more are getting close to you, and they do get within a couple feet of you. Beef.
I saw my movement. I'm gonna run towards them.
Okay, perfect.
Get him.
Groovy.
So
And
I'm gonna like scuttle across it.
Yeah, how far is Burning Hands again?
well, if you were serious about that 20 feet, then not far enough. That's 15 feet.
So, I assume Tico is probably a little bit in front of you, but not too much. So they would rush at Tico. You see the 2 rushing at Tico, and they do get within 15 feet. But
right.
Based on their trajectory, if you want to hit both of them, you're going to hit Tico too.
I've got spell sculpting. So burning hands, I'm gonna.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Tico running towards him, fire just chasing him.
Yeah,
him.
that's so cool.
Vital information,
Not
evocation.
horrifying at all.
I love it.
So that's another dex check for you boys.
And 7 and 19.
The 7's not gonna do it.
Yes.
And this is terrible rolls. That's a 5 or half of 5 for the ones that pass.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
I say, hey, it looks cool.
That's what matters most, honestly.
I singed a couple eyebrows.
Okay. Yeah, it looks dope. Yeah, like your flames spread around. Like Tico, you're getting ready and you feel heat on. You assume like Gargalth is prepping to do something, but then you just see flames arc around you in a really weird and awesome way. Gnash, you are up. They are roughly 35 feet from you.
Okay. That's great. That's you're in my range. I'm gonna run in, nice and delicious. How far away are they from each other, though?
They're like 5 feet, probably. So
Okay, cool.
if we were using a map, Tico would be in the square, and the square diagonally left would be one, and the square diagonally right would be the other. And they kind of are like on fire, and then they're getting ready to... Oh, wait, I skipped their turn. Sorry, that was their turn. And then they got blasted, and they're not dead. Gnash, hold that thought.
Wait, don't they have an action?
They do have an
Or did they use
action.
their whole?
No, they did not
They
use their
used
whole.
movement?
I did the classic
Did one thing, forgot about the other.
held action derailed me. So,
Oh, yeah, that do happen.
all right.
You forget whose turn it is.
Tico, one of them slashes at you. Does an 18 hit your AC?
No.
Tico slides underneath as the sword or whatever it is they're slashing at as he runs over to them.
Just claws.
Claws. He slides
Uh-huh.
underneath it.
A 22.
Just barely. Just barely, you fighting little shit.
All right, you take 7 damages.
Okay. You hit me harder than most of your bosses.
Can you
Good for you.
make-
Oh wait, I'm gonna do uncanny dodge on that one.
Huh? Okay.
3 damage now.
Sorry, Boo.
So
Does Tico count as a legendary creature?
yeah.
Legendary resistance, apparently.
You need to make
We did level 10.
give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Man, I'm just so bad at Constitution, though. 18.
Okay, you're fine. That is their turn. Okay, now you're up, Gnash.
Hell yeah. Okay. They're in my range. I say again, they're in my range, and I'm gonna trot over.
You gotta run and then wait. Like, okay, I'm gonna go now.
He says it
Yeah,
aloud.
yeah. And then I'm gonna trot in with my halberd. I'm gonna get a good running jump dive on one of them with just like a basic halberd attack. Oh my god! That's a 17 to hit.
Yes.
Easy.
Hell yeah.
That is 10 damage on one of them.
Okay. Let's say
And then-
it's this one.
Okay. And if that one's still up, I'm gonna attack it again.
It is still up. It looks extremely bad. As you slash its belly, you see. Let's. Oh man, I used to have this supplement. It was a bar brawl rolling table, and what you did was you rolled dice on a bar brawl scene, and where the dice landed is what races were fighting, and then the numbers were like what was happening. And I wanted to basically say the head of a tiefling falls out of their stomach.
Like the whole head, like you just did a
Yeah.
snake.
Yeah. No bite marks. Well, some bite marks. And he's like, my brunch.
The next hit is an 18 on the dice, which makes it like a 20.
Yeah, that's good. You're fine. What does it look like when you kill him as the...
So the first move, I jump and I dive on him like a dragoon in Final Fantasy, and then I yank my halberd out the ground, and then just like with the yank action, just slice up and just cleave that bad boy in half.
And remember, everyone watching,
Hot dog style.
take the yank action more often. Yeah, it's very gross.
Candyman him.
You thought they smelled bad on the outside. I've never seen Candyman, and it seems too scary. Is that true?
No.
Yeah, Tim, you might be afraid.
I go back and forth on scary
you might
movies.
be.
Okay, is that your turn? You destroyed one of them.
Yes, yeah, that's all I do.
Okay. Top of the round. Everyone make a dex check, please.
Oh no.
13 for beef. Lucky 13.
21 for me.
11.
I got 18. I'm rolling good today.
Hell yeah.
You are. 15.
Okay. I don't have my. What's happening? I thought this was right here, but that's okay. Scroll right down.
I have been lucking out on my dex checks so far because I'm not proficient in them. And thank God.
They simply must have gotten rid of the thing I'm talking about. They simply have removed it from the
They
book.
deleted it.
They
nerfed
deleted it.
Is there another
They didn't
earthquake
like
thing?
you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find, an earthquake. Buddy, maybe a lightning bolt too. Something fun. You're gonna love it. I know it's in here.
If Tico gets struck by lightning, does he get like superpowers?
I've seen that show.
I should probably roll for bear as well. Hold on.
Yeah. It would be cute if he just follows face first, though.
You got a 19. God damn.
Damn!
Nice.
Kim on
Listen.
fire today.
Usually I
number
roll like
bears.
you.
Them repairs, you were like, oh no, we're gonna make bear agile as fuck.
I think you all rolled well enough, so it's fine. Yeah, just then, 2 lightning strikes land near you to an extent that they are able to actually reverberate your feeties, and all of your vision goes white for a second, and your hair stands on edge. But all of you are fine. Beef. There's one about 5 to 10 feet away from you.
Is he hurt?
He is very hurt. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he's right next to Tico, and he's clawing at Tico's giant shield. Well, actually, Tico, the shield that Tico used to just kind of like carry, that was huge and maybe larger than him, has now gotten smaller. And more, I guess you would say, Tico sized.
Is it slightly more horrifying?
Yeah, so you know how some of Tico's tattoos sort of have that flair? Some of the curling of the Hidden Lord's grotesque images on it. Because the whole thing, too, I don't forget if I've told you this, but basically, the shield used to be much more beautiful, but as Gargalth has been inside of it, it is corrupting it, and now that Tico is attuned to it, it's adding a little more of the, like, Dio de Muerta de... How you say it?
Somehow it's
Tico
more evil.
Slayer. It's got more it's got like a tusky look to it.
Yes, exactly. A little bit of, like, samurai mixed with the sugar skull type situation of...
What's the fuck the dude from Samurai Jack? I forgot his name. the
Aku?
bad guy.
Aku,
Aku,
yeah,
yeah.
a little more Aku action going.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I take note of the weird ass shield.
Yeah.
And go, and I'm like, well, looks like we got this under control. And I turn to walk away from the fight and cast Ray of Frost at the remaining zombie.
Hell yeah.
And I roll very poorly, and that just goes.
Oh no!
I'm totally play it off, just like yeah, whatever.
I was cool dudes walk away from explosions, but extremely cool dudes walk away from ice.
Their own attack.
Yeah. So yeah, their armor class is only 12, if that matters.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Cool, perfect. Yeah, it just goes out of nowhere and it hits you hear like a crash and a very sitcom-y cat scream in the background, and then a pot falling and all sorts of other things happening. Karloff, my friend, you are up.
I am going to see Beef doing the cool dude walk away, and I want to keep up the illusion that he totally just blew it to fuck, and I'm just gonna very casually and surreptitiously cast another beep beep beep. What's the name of that? But fucking thing I used last time. Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Okay.
All right, gotta make a remote. Damn! 17 plus 6.
That hits.
And
Nice.
I can't do math. 23.
Yeah,
Same.
math is hard,
Alright. 2d10.
especially while you're
4.
streaming, friends. Always remember that. Give creators a leeway to do math.
Yes.
Yeah, math is awful.
That's 4 plus 8 is a 12.
What does it look like when you murder this one?
I like to think that this firebolt is just like a little, those little wispies that come off a campfire, those
Yeah.
little sparks.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna casually go through the air, and then upon hitting the zombie, it just lights him up.
Yeah. Okay.
I give you a thumbs up for making me look cool, and
Yes.
pull my glasses out and put them on, and then realize it's too dark and take them off right away.
She's gonna give you a thumbs up back.
Nice.
As you survey the scene, you noticed that the lead ghoul, I guess you would say, looks shitty, completely burnt to a crisp,
Dick.
like the classic Uncle Ben and Aunt Beru from is it Beru? I think it's Beru from Star Wars. But
Oh boy.
the armor on top of the lead boy is fine. It's smoldering a little bit, but it's not really, it's completely intact. Whereas it's just a burnt, complete, charred creature beneath.
Investigate the armor.
Okay.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah, it looks like to be some sort of enhanced, maybe is the word to say. Maybe magical is another bit of leather armor.
Oh.
He also has. It also. I know. Sorry. When I was leading this, great. Who wears leather armor here? This is just what we need.
What's Gnash wear?
Tico wears that.
Wait a second.
Oh, Gnash wears mage armor.
Yeah, he wears a shirt and.
Yeah,
Can you wear this?
No, I wear scale armor.
Yeah.
I'm beefy though I'm small.
Jeremy Crawford knew that Tico needed more AC, so.
Tico scuttles over and slides in with the skeleton.
I mean, you can have it. It might be a little big on you.
He goes in and slides in with it, and he goes, "Hello, friend."
And it's still kind of a little bit
Sucks
there.
to be you.
It doesn't appear that this armor needs to be attuned, but as it's the
Oh my.
as the
What is it? Please tell
It's
me.
it's
gnarly.
it's studded leather +1. I will send it to you
Okay, that's fine.
and
I can do
gurgle.
it via. I got you, boo. Hey, I use Beyond D&D Beyond.
D&D
where
Beyond.
All of your stats are.
You don't pay us, but we have never paid you, and that kind of works out in their own way. Thank you.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh,
Oh,
And you threw a really good party for us one time.
So,
Well, not for us, but for
while
him.
he's doing that, I'm gonna do a little. While he's, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Just for a second, I want to walk over to the zombie that scratched me while wearing the armor, flipping it off, go, try to hit me now, motherfucker.
You also do see, just real quick, as you slide in, the armor seems to be protecting. It protected an explorer's pack, so in case you guys need any more random items, you now have access to everything in an explorer's pack, which I have lunked into your G-Jet, and a potion. And it to save you some time, because you're also kind of walking and talking.
Is it a potent potable?
It's a potent potable. It's a potion of invisibility.
oh, nice.
So
I don't need it. Someone else take it. Hey, actually, I'm going to give it to Two Swords. I take it and go,
Yeah.
Two Swords, I found this.
Okay. I got the bag of holding, so I'll put it in the bag.
Well, also, it's just like, here, close your eyes real quick. Here, wait, no, hold this.
I'm not gonna drink it, Tico. Well,
No, don't drink it. I know what it does. Just hold. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look, Two Swords. 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 Now blink. Right, with both eyes. I'm gone. I'm behind you.
yeah, you don't see Tico, but you do see a barrel.
Very useful potion of
No,
invisibility.
I was trying to show you I don't need it because I'm stealthy.
Oh. I was like,
But you are a lumbering giant.
Yeah, you're the biggest one. You should probably take the.
I'll take it.
I scuttled into armor with another dude wearing it. I'm chill.
And each time he's like moving and like talking with his eyes, the ghoul mouth is
It's
kind of like
so
chattering along with him. Eventually,
Doing very dramatic
Yes.
hand movement
Yes.
as I'm flailing.
yes, it's very gross.
Well, I'd actually like to do a mini RP that I meant to do at the beginning, but with our new guest, their new friend. I'll reach for the vial, but before I grab it, I'm gonna kind of pull my hand back and kind of like tense up, and you see me kind of Two Swords tense up, kind of grasp at his arms, and you can tell he's feeling some pain, a little bit.
Buddy, doing okay?
Yeah, and he kind of shakes it off,
gonna
and
go
acts like it's fine. But if anyone wants to,
Hey,
but then
Two Swords,
I'll go ahead and
Two
take that.
Swords, Two Swords.
That's not a health potion.
Why are you bleeding?
I'm not bleeding.
Why's your arm hurt?
Listen,
You're doing a thing.
What?
Did
What?
You take weird? You're
what?
trying to sleep in a sarcophagus? Two Swords. Two
No,
Swords. I've been
no.
watching you. Two Swords. I've been watching you.
Okay, that is weird, and we'll address it later.
I watch. One of his eyes
Yeah,
does
he
the
goes,
Pennywise
"Alright."
thing and looks at Karloff.
Yeah.
You know,
He
it looks
goes,
like you might have some muscle cramps going on. I just ran like a half marathon getting back from the graveyard, and like just a little bit of magnesium might help you out.
So I meant to say
It'll also help you poop.
because I don't want to keep nothing from y'all, but I don't know what did it. I don't know if it's being in Avernus or I don't know our time in the temple, but I woke up and he'll kind of hold his arms out, and you see on the insides of both of his forearms, like right here, like the meaty part, there is a brand, like a symbol, a rune that's been burned into inside of each of his forearms. They look kind of almost like very stylized, abstract dragon skulls,
Ooh.
Mm.
but they're kind of different, each one in each arm. And he's like, I don't know what this means. And these just showed up in the night.
Are you cursed?
I want to touch it. I want to touch it.
Ow! Smack his hand away.
That looks pretty rough there. It's some good ink though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude, it's
not
dope.
ink. It literally like something branded me like I was a cow.
Dude, I'm in the scar. Look at my neck.
Did you get tattooed down here and didn't tell anybody?
I literally just said I don't know how it happened.
My sister Price, once she got really drunk and she got a tattoo, but she didn't remember it. So maybe it's like that.
You
Do
got
we
drunk and got a tattoo and tell
I
anybody?
wasn't
Can't believe-
drinking.
Oh.
I can't
Can
believe
I-
Two went and had fun with
Y'all,
that.
this is kind of scary, and it sometimes hurts me. So like,
What are you talking about? You never woken up with tattoos before? Okay.
no.
How do you think I got this one? And he lifts up his armor that says, it says death. I don't know where I got it.
Can I history
Alex,
check your
now?
tattoos?
Ooh.
Please.
Can
Wanna-
you- yeah.
History check your tattoos.
Wait,
That-
Tico or my thing?
Your brand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm a wizard. I know magic things. That's actually a good roll. That's a 21 on what is the tattoo? What is the tattoo?
Pat, this is on you, bud. I think.
Okay. Two Swords has an aberrant dragon mark that appeared on him
Yeah.
Oh shit.
in the night.
So hey, that looks like maybe you got a little bit of a dragon thing on you there, bud.
Oh, what? I'm a dragonborn.
Yeah, but like it's like a gang thing. There's a whole problem in town. The dragonborns have these marks, but you should look into that if you didn't put that there yourself. That's a
Definitely didn't. As I said.
You might have also known, Beef, that certain high houses would mark their warriors. I know it's sort of a weird thing when you play a game set in Faerun. How do you justify Eberron content? But, I think Elturel and Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep and Neverwinter would probably have nobles who would have, I guess you'd say, magically enhanced guards. So this looks something similar to you.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, that's, it's like a warrior's mark, so I guess it fits for you.
I am a warrior.
You in a gang.
I'm in the Fang gang
gang
with
you
all
in?
y'all.
Yeah, no, last time, there's gangs out to get me. I need to know which gang you're in.
I'm in our gang.
Is this an official gang? I'm supposed to be policing this stuff.
Oh, no, we're not in your town, so it's cool. We're out of your jurisdiction.
Yeah, we're like a cool gang.
Oh,
Nobody
well,
telling you anything. He's a
yeah.
cop.
then can I be a part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have fangs?
yeah. You got any fangs?
Magic, I can get some.
I got these big swords. I could chisel your
A,
teeth.
I was gonna say,
File
if you-
them down.
a flying
Tico pulls out a butcher's
golden...
knife, I can carve you like a knife. Do you want like a cool gang mark?
A flying golden elephant flutters through, sparkling little glitter everywhere. I have tusks, which is a lot like fangs, I think. And she's spinning around in the air.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rhea
That's-
this is like touching her
swinging the
teeth.
butcher's knife like
Very
wildly
up.
at you.
Yeah, it's just going all the way around.
Get away! Get away!
Rhea's like, I don't have any fangs, but I guess that's why I'm an intern.
No, Rand, you're not. Hey, Rand, you're part of. Actually, you know what? I thought of a really cool time for us to do a cool gang mark where it's like two marks moving upwards that are supposed to be like us.
Okay.
No, we all just like chisel. We all get like a knife and just cut it into our chest or something.
I keep feeling like you want to like mark us with something that is representative of you in particular.
No, because this is a communal thing. If it was gonna be me, I'd have you tattoo the skull that's on my shoulder because that's part of like Tico's torturers. See, that's like it's like a gang within a gang, you know?
The torturers.
Gangception.
It's been a while. It's been like 6 months since I tortured anybody. You'll be fine.
Oh shit! I forgot I have minor illusion. I'm like, and then I got fangs.
Oh, sweet. Wow, cool.
I don't think he's an elf.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think I have a cousin who's like sort of an elf, but like he's like a shifter like me.
It's, now these fangs are gonna make me have like a little bit of a.
Tico starts like carving that mark into his chest.
It's
Okay,
showing
Tico,
you.
I feel like
I did
it takes some damage.
Is Tico?
I did it.
Is he able to hit so good that he can even hit Tico? Is the problem now?
Damn, yeah, can you hit your own AC?
Yeah.
I can't stop myself. To my own knives.
Damn.
Damn. Okay, so with
Or we can lop off an ear.
with this, you hear a little bit of shake. You have gotten much closer to the cemetery. You through like a broken window that kind of you can see through a row of like houses that have been kind of ransacked. You can see through just like the long legs, long skeletal legs with sort of rotted, fetid, leathery skin draping off and dragging, and you hear a very metal on stone dragging noise, and you sort of see through there. And yet again, the smell died down a little bit as you're walking, and the smell has now gotten closer. There's a 10-foot high brass fence between you, though, that once surrounded Elturel's cemetery that has fallen in numerous places, and a wide gate allowing access to the grounds has been torn from its hinges. Severed humanoid body parts adorn the spikes atop the fence posts. Some of the body parts wriggle and writhe as if undead.
Ew.
Twitching in concert with the lightning flashes from the companion above. Cracked gravestones and crumbling monuments are scattered across the cemetery grounds, whose center is occupied by a chapel dedicated to Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Tyr. The once holy structure now glows with a fetid purple radiance, and you kind of lose sight of the large skeletal creature you saw for just a second as you turn the corner. And yeah, you see in front of you a graveyard, a cemetery, right? That is just filled with zombies that are just kind of mostly just standing there, milling about, that don't seem to be as weird as it is to say, have a purpose. They're not trying to break into the chapel. They're not trying to break out of the open door or the open gate there. So it's kind of like a large cemetery. And then the place that you're going is the chapel in the middle of it. So you have to kind of make your way down a winding path, which, normally would have been probably beautiful in Elturel. Gnash and Rhea probably have been here from time to time, and you both see the corruption of how horrific it is. Obviously, Gnash, there wasn't any dead people on the gates, but I think
you right.
Yeah, people probably would have taken picnics here before because it was well manicured and well taken care of. I mean, that's how they do it down in Waterdeep.
I was about to say, who does a picnic in a cemetery? And then I remember I lived in Savannah, Georgia, where people do.
Yeah, Savannah, Georgia has dope cemeteries.
Yeah, those are me. Oh, no, that's very on brand. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, Waterdeep's cemetery is huge, and it's like Central Park, but there's just a lot of dead people.
Wow.
This is not quite the same thing, but it's still Elturel is very nice. It's the opposite of Baldur's Gate. So
This is giving me a lot of Brill vibes.
yeah.
You guys want sandwiches?
Oh,
Yes.
Tico.
No.
None of these body parts were here when I left an hour ago. Something went down.
Jesus.
That's
Okay.
not good.
Hey, Beef, this is going to be a really weird question, but do any of those limbs look familiar?
Oh,
There's a hand waving to you, and is that like a guard thing?
just the one finger up is not a wave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's wasn't sure if it was a real thing, because I mean, like in Baldur's Gate, it means something totally different.
Yeah, they love it in Baldur's Gate.
No, I can't
Hello.
recognize any of those.
Yeah,
hands.
none of the body parts there seem to be people and the closer you get, the more animated they get, to the extent that it's entirely possible that they were there last time, but they were just blended in. I'm gonna go blend in to
Love
the fence there. And I guess if you're approaching the gates, the undead body parts make notice of you, but the undead skeletons and zombies and creepy boys, none of them have the sentience or sapience of the ghouls you just fought. They're completely different. In fact, they're not even doing the very classic zombie movie trope of all at once turning towards you. Even like there's two or three of them right by this broken gate, right? And you could kind of get close. They don't do anything. They don't look at you. They don't do anything. They just kind of swaying, doing that half zombie thing, but not the classic zombie thing of knocking on windows, trying to get indoor, things like that.
I minor illusion myself to look like a zombie just in case.
Doesn't always smart.
That's smart.
Tico. Hey, you guys think you'd be okay with letting me borrow those bracers of defense for this?
I already gave them to you.
Yeah, I feel like those are yours. You're the only one that can use
yours
them.
are me?
Doc. Yeah, I put them on while you were sleeping.
You're like, "Ugh."
Dude, should I think we should just walk through. You know what? I was gonna say make it stealthy and everything. I think we're fine. Fan gang's chill. I think we can just walk into that. Aces. Look it. None of them are saying anything. Nothing are looking at us. We'll be fine.
Could I send Bear to walk in before
Certainly.
any of us go in? Would that be
Certainly.
cool with everybody?
Certainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
See?
Rhea nods like, yeah, this is very weird. They're not reacting in a way that I would assume they would. And they all look to be, and she kind of points, and you see a huge hole that looks like, as you're looking around, many of the gravestones and monuments have been dug up, or the like mausoleum type things have been broken open. So it looks like most of the is a mix of like really old skeletons, right, and a handful of newer undead, but most of them seem to be a very classic rose up from the grave. They got some dirt. They got some friggin' grass on the clumps in their head. Buried. A lot of them are buried in sort of stereotypical like shrouds and things like that as they're scuttling about. But yeah, when Bear walks forward, none of them turn. None of them do anything.
Dope.
That seems promising.
Yeah, do we want
Should
to...
I?
I mean, the thing we need's in the chapel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's the fastest one out of all of us?
Probably you or me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
When Nash wants to
Probably
be,
run
he's
about
definitely-
30 feet in about 6 seconds.
Well, you can run 60 then. You know what I'm saying?
If you were to estimate.
I can go about 80 feet in 6 seconds.
Ooh.
I can do a strong 60.
Am I fast? How many? Oh, God.
I mean, you're so
I got
fast.
30
Yeah, I
feet.
think
I got.
you're faster.
If you were to give me a movement speed, I'd say about 30 feet. Oh wait, I can also dash. I can do a
Yeah,
lot
let's
of
see.
running.
You can
When I
dash.
wanna. When I wanna.
Yeah, do you guys want to have a race through the cemetery? Skill challenge!
Come on, Papa's got an idea. Tico's got an idea. We have an idea. We
Sure.
think one of the fastest one kind of walks up, see what the zombies do, and then if the zombies react, we run away. Back to us. I mean, like, the one person runs away.
It goes in. Yeah, I mean, and Bear is already pretty close. He's probably, let's say, within 15 feet of...
Bear doesn't count. Bear doesn't have a soul.
That's so true. Bear... That's
Knuckle
always...
made of
Always...
metal.
Yeah, that's true.
flesh.
Nothing fleshy. Always
Not
remind
delicious.
Bear
Smell
that he's
bear
not
kid
real.
does not taste good.
That's true. And I can teleport, so I mean,
Rhea
Look.
hands
Wait,
you...
hold, no. We're skimming a lot of shit. You can teleport.
I teleported in front of you before.
Yeah, he's done it a few times. It's very scary each time he does it.
Look, dude, I'm on a lot of cigarettes at the moment. I haven't smoked one in a really long time.
Well, before we went to hell,
Been-
technically, I teleported in front of
It has
everybody.
been officially. This is the longest day I've ever gone without smoking a cigarette.
Question: If you put holy water and a bong, would that work? That's a question I'm asking.
Would that make your cigarettes taste like
Would that?
cigarettes?
Could you use a bong for what every teenager told the store they were using it for
Can't smoke
nicotine?
weed. I have asthma.
No, if you take the cigarettes in the bong, then the holy water makes it like cigarettes again.
I think that might work. I think that might work. I think you could use. I think that might work. We'll have to think on that. Rhea,
We gotta sit. No,
This
fuck
is
the
the
main
most
quest. I
important
gotta.
thing.
gotta go buy a bong.
Damn, now I need a bong.
I did
Feeling
buy.
urgency here.
There's the local vape shop.
You hear? Ah!
Do it is investigation check for vape.
Yeah, you just
Do you
get.
want me to run in and scare zombies?
Natural
with
20.
you?
All right, you vape. It's cool. Rhea huffs and is like, I can do this. And she hands you her large crossbow, Gnash, and she goes to start walking forward into the
no.
cemetery.
She has
She's
a
like, I can do this.
I feel
I can
really
do this.
bad
I
how
can
she
do
did
this.
her if she dies.
I can do
I
this.
can teleport. I won't let her die.
Okay. So you stop her?
I'll shoot her. She'll be fine.
No, we let her go.
I mean, if she wants, like, if you I can do this and be unharmed. If you really want to do this and walk into danger,
she
I'll
goes,
walk with her with my minor illusion.
she goes, oh, okay, fine. I guess if you really want to. And then she just grabs back her crossbow and slings it over her back real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Fuck, Jesus, fuck. Whew. My turn to fight. That was good.
What's the plan? I'm just gonna run in and like.
Yeah, like maybe like
One of them looks at you.
wave at one. Put
It's like when you're a kid in like the old creepy haunted house.
Yeah.
Like, they're to run up, touch the door,
Yeah,
and run back.
exactly. This is a great
There you
plan.
gotta run up, boop a zombie on the nose, and run back.
No, don't touch it because if we don't touch it and they don't react, then I think we can just walk through. But if you touch it and then they all react,
Right, because what's an
that's just gonna
attack?
be a day.
It's gonna be a day. All right, Nash,
Okay.
Just walk up.
tell me
So I run
exactly
in.
what you do.
All right, so I'm gonna sprint in like to the. Was there one within like 20 feet of me?
Yep.
I'm gonna sprint up to one of them and like get real close, get in its face, look it around, wave at it.
Yeah, it kind of like reacts and slowly looks at you up and down, and then kind of goes back to looking at. And you look at the ground, you see like a centipede crawling in and out of a skeleton that's on the ground, and the skeleton just kind of like, and neither of them attack you. Like the skeleton has a broken piece of coffin, and the zombie doesn't do anything. And there's like you notice now there's like a few more sort of like sitting in holes, a few more kind of just next to trees, all kind of like pawing at the tree but not really doing anything, and they're all milling about. And yeah, there's like tons of open pits that you've kind of had to make sure you don't step in and fall and hurt your little ankles. But no, for the most part, yeah, nothing. They are not reacting to you.
Sweet. I'm gonna trot back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say I think they're all depressed.
Big mood.
Am I right, brother?
Right, I mean like
It's a seasonal Avernus disorder.
Yeah.
yeah, they don't seem like they're really like
We
interested
could
in much of
all
anything.
try to go.
Hey, zombie.
I was saying, how far would Nash still be in like earshot if he just tried to go solo? Because he could teleport out if things got shitty to the chapel.
Yeah, I can
for the
straight to
thing.
chapel if you want.
But you could yell for help. Like,
Sure. I mean,
If I teleport, it'll make it a gigantic explosion sound that you can hear 300 feet away.
yeah.
So if I appear
like,
next to
we
you
use
and there's a
it-
giant boom, you'd be like,
You-
"That was
you
in
use
danger. I
it,
came
though.
back." If you want.
I think we could just walk up, you know.
okay.
I mean, yeah, they're all depressed. They're not doing anything. We're probably okay.
Yeah. What's
We just
there,
have
there's
feeling
zombies
you're
and
alive,
skeleton.
but
You'll
you're
just
dead
destroy them.
inside.
Not a big deal. It's easy. Easy game. Easy game.
Damn. So I don't. Okay, so we'll just walk through and we'll just all sing Lil Uzi Vert songs,
Okay.
and that'll
you better
just-
move.
make for one of them.
All right. You are making your way down the sort of
Walking fast.
curving path.
Just
We're
fast
gonna
and
get
we're
sued,
all around.
And yeah, you can see how this cemetery used to be nice. Maybe used to be well manicured and things of that nature. You're kind of on a gravel path that snakes its way probably 300 feet, give or take, into you get to this chapel in the middle. But there, can the front two people make a perception check, please?
I would say Tico was up front. Like, I feel like he's been pretty like nonchalant about this whole thing.
Yeah, probably
I'll be up front.
Nash and Tico. in
And Beef
this.
has his illusion though too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not in front.
Oh
What
hell
roll did you
yeah!
make? What role was it?
Perception.
I got a 22.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got 19.
Yeah, Nash, I do always like whenever you do perceptions to throw in a little scent. You smell something completely different than the undead that you've seen before. I'm gonna move y'all to a new battle map. Apologies, Brett. We'll still do our best.
To that not smell.
Um,
That smell.
So what you see in front of you is. Let me see if I can give you.
Oh yeah, what's Bear doing?
Bear's
He's
just
just
with
probably-
you.
Working with us.
Yeah.
Karloff is
Traveling
carrying
along.
Bear.
Yeah,
I can just keep taking pictures of it and text them to Brett.
Yeah, I mean this works. Whatever. Hop in a quick Zoom call and then share your screen. Yeah, you see in front of you. There's like probably some larger mausoleums and things of that, monuments and stuff like that. Maybe a few trees that have been knocked out, and they have that really rad thing that happened. Well, with hurricanes push trees down, and there's still tons of fucking dirt in it, and there's probably like skeletons and zombies inside the dirt trying to like claw themselves out, but they can't. And then you see the chapel in front of you. You're probably 60 or 70 feet away, but unfortunately the thing you see is a huge... Oh crap, I have boxes in the way. Whoop whoop. You see a huge skeletal Minotaur in front of you. And let me see if I have a handout for... Oh yeah, I do.
We're gonna do this to Pat.
No, bigger.
I have a black screen.
Maybe I have to reload.
Skeleton, though. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
You should see that
Yeah.
now. Let me
Damn.
reload it.
Dude, if two
Does
swords
look
was one axe, that would be the doll. Like, damn.
Yeah, let me reload roll 20 just in case, because that might get you. So, chat is like, Jennifer has a lap cat. It's a Woosie. She gets in your lappy.
Which one is it? Is it Lucy?
Lucy's the lap cat now, which is surprising a lot of us. Hopefully you should see now.
I'm gonna refresh it.
And then you refresh on your end too. A big. And then you see two more. I mean, really, you just need to be able to see the tokens, because let me see what are these squares? Okay, so these are 5-foot squares again. So everything here you see is
Whoa, we have
more
real
normal.
Squares.
Real squares.
Do they look friendly?
They do not. They turn towards you as you kind of like turn the corner. And you're probably farther than what this map shows, but this is kind of how the map... Well, no,
My
they...
map's still all black. But...
Same.
Why?
I don't know. I can see your.
Are you
your
doing
thing.
dynamic lighting again?
No.
I'm gonna refresh it some more.
Yeah, give it another...
So we just keep refreshing it until the
Yeah,
video
just
works.
keep
Yeah,
refreshing
like
it.
you're starting a lawnmower and you're just like kicking it.
Yeah.
Just keep
How do I
refreshing it.
move everyone's like name boxes in Roll20 because they're like taking up half the screen.
Yeah.
I turned my name boxes to like incredibly
You select side.
Yeah, there's a setting to do that.
small. Yeah, you have to go into
You go to
settings.
the settings tab and you can select how they display,
So,
and you can set it to name only
what if I have to like
in case you
re-click?
forget who you're playing with.
Do I have to like re-add you to your tokens? No. No, impossible.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna run to the potty.
Is the fog of war on?
I rolled a 20 for initiative.
Yeah, but I revealed it.
Yeah. It's still just a big black rectangle.
God damn it! Then I will just
How
turn
do you-
off Fog of War. Oh, what if I do this?
This is great audio.
How about now? Let me reload it. Because I turned off dynamic lighting, so maybe...
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I figured it out. All right, so I can't have normal Fog of War and dynamic lighting on, because I think dynamic lighting refers
Have
to
it all, Tim.
advanced Fog of War. It's cool.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
I feel like Cardi B.
All right, so as you kind of you're making your way closer, you definitely see that these undead minotaurs are less chill with you, and like you've passed many undead creatures before that have basically had weapons and they don't move at all when you walk by them. And even still, you see these three minotaurs turn towards you and grasp their huge axes and kind of lower their head a little bit, but the other zombies and skeletons still don't do anything as you kind of get close.
Oh, I'm at armor back at this myself immediately.
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite actor. Man, he is a huge axeman.
Yeah.
Well, those they don't look very friendly up there. Those minotaurs.
Nope. Tico, you want? Oh, Tico.
Tico's in the potty. He might have his headset.
He's meditated. Now you could try. You want to try the whole? See if them's friendly too, or not friendly, but hostile.
I can make them hostile.
I mean, you could walk up with your illusion and see if that triggers them.
That's true. How are you good at dodging?
Not to volunteer you for a suicide mission.
No, I'm in the guard. It comes with the territory, I guess. I don't mind walking up. Y'all got me covered though, right?
Got you.
Sure.
Don't let me get minotaured.
Yeah, totally got you in the back.
So, with
Pulls out his longbow.
With the minor illusion still active, Beef casually strolls betwixt the minotaurs.
Can you roll for me a stealth arcana check, please? So,
What?
yeah, you can
I
do
like the
that.
idea of Brett being a repeat guest, but his character dies every session. So,
I am trying to figure out how I can murder you.
They're all named Beef.
They're all named.
Turns out a very popular name in
Beats
favor.
the second.
Wait, so two rolls?
No, roll a basically if you're proficient in Arcana.
Okay, yeah,
then
that's a 20.
20. Ooh, so good. So yeah, you're able to get in pretty closely, and they don't seem to react to you. They are looking at you, so they do react to you. They just are like staring you down, and looking at each other,
dancing.
and then looking back at the chapel, and then looking at each other, and then looking down, and then looking back at all of you, and then looking down.
So I do kind of I'm gonna try and like bluff these dudes out of here and do a Steve Buscemi like, "Hello, fellow undead," and like gesture that like follow me away from here.
I'm a nice guy, so I'm going to tell you, if you speak to them, that will go poorly. I think.
Isn't human flesh great?
Grunting like a zombie grunt, like a
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and like lure them away.
One of them takes their axe and tries to like swat you away, not like attacking you, but the way you would push an annoying dog or cat from a couch.
All right, I guess I'm gonna not push the envelope here.
I mean, I really want all three of them to make attacks against you for fun, but I'll choose not to. That's kidding. No, because you rolled well. Your Arcana is there, but you know these are reanimated, essentially undead constructs. So they exist to follow commands that they were given, and right now you're not breaking a command, but it seems like you confused them, and you feel in the whatever part of you still feels fear. You feel like you just got away with something that was pretty incredible.
All right, yeah, I shrug at the group and I kind of like zombie shuffle back over and be like, "I didn't work, guys."
Beef, that was incredible.
Good effort. Good effort.
So you're gonna have to like take them apart.
I think so.
You think they're guarding the door, and as long as if you try to open the door, they axe you.
Listen, I took an improv class over the summer, and like the instructor said that I was on point every scene, and these guys didn't go for it at all. So I don't think we can get them to move.
Did you try to say yes and?
It was more of a.
I saw. Okay. Because I saw the shove, but I didn't hear it. And I felt like you. I'm not gonna give you notes. I'm not here for notes.
I cast minor illusion on Tico, so you can give it a shot. You
only
now
look
like,
dead. Got hazy eyes. Okay.
All right. Anyway, that was my plan.
Papa's gonna do it.
Okay.
We've got this. And I'm going to stealth and go to the adjacent. I'm gonna ping it that wall. I'm gonna ping that wall.
Ping that
I'm gonna
wall.
go
This one?
Stealth mode. I did it.
Can you do it again? Sorry.
Northern wall.
Okay.
So they're on the east wall by the door. You're gonna try and go to the
Yeah.
north wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that north wall, and it looks like that might be a window.
Yeah, they're high, broken. As you kind of get closer, the city's
an 18%.
descent into Avernus has taken its toll on the once beautiful chapel. Nearly all the stained glass windows along the outside walls have been smashed, and the main doors hang open. No sign of any other creatures in or around the building can be seen, other than the Minotaurs. So it's pretty high up, like church style.
How high is the window? Oh, the windows are tall.
Yeah, well, and it's high up too. So it's kind of
How
like...
high away from the floor is the window?
Let me Google church real quick.
Let me Google megachurch. Right now.
I went to megachurch, but I want to Google like cathedral.
A Catholic church.
Yeah,
A Catholic megachurch. Wow.
Oh, I spelled cathedral.
When I was no, I'll talk about it. I won't upset the chat. But
These are, look how big these cathedrals are. I've been in that one. Yeah, these look to be sort of about 10 feet up and 3 feet wide, sort of like those classic, long boys, and they are shattered, and you can see a little bit of what was inside of it, but not really enough to like what the scene was.
okay.
Oh, they're not 10 feet off the ground. Okay, yeah.
How far off the ground are they? Are they within Tico grabbing distance?
I think if you did a big jumpy, you probably could.
Tico, you need a boost.
Tico's gonna do a run up the wall grab.
Okay, yeah, I think you could American Ninja Warrior this.
Okay.
Give me an.
I want an acrobatics.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm making you roll it, but I'm sure you're gonna get above
23.
There you go. Yeah, you get up there.
Hell yeah.
And you.
And I just want to perch on the windowsill, kind of like what I was doing with that crumbling building.
Okay.
Just want to grab it and just like perch inside real quick.
You take. What the fuck? Oh.
You're pausing at the word take, and usually the next word is this much damage.
You take-
I need you to finish the sentence, too.
You take 7 points of damage as... That seems like a lot. I'm going to have that. You take 3 points of damage. Not that you ever take damage, but you take 3 points of damage as you kind of scramble up. Because, yeah, you're crawling through broken glass.
Okay. He licks the blood.
Yeah.
Forgot what you taste like. I'm gonna peer inside.
Okay. The smashed remnants of fine furniture and remains of stained glass windows are strewn across the area. Sections of one huge stained glass window remain intact enough so that its subject can still be made out. The windows once portrayed Lathander standing amid fallen soldiers, holding his hands aloft as the spirits of the dead rise to stand at his side. So that's probably like on another part of the like probably like the second story type situation, like second set of windows, you know what I'm saying, are up there.
Okay, I have two important questions.
Mhm.
What is the ground like on the outside of the cathedral?
Okay, great question. Most churned up dirt. You also
Like, so, like, dirt
see
and stuff? Okay.
another door right here.
Sorry.
Little-
Hold on.
To the left, sorry.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Okay.
screen left.
To the west.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Is there a location from where I could see that I could possibly tie a rope?
Ooh, that I don't think so. I think this would be a classic. You might need a grapple boy. There's probably if you crawl inside, you might be able to. But if you're just looking up,
No, I'm willing to go inside.
okay, yeah,
I'm looking for a rope.
yeah, I think it makes sense that there'd be your very classic like torches and stuff, like sconces, right? It's gotta be something. There's gotta be a sconce to some extent here.
Okay. I'm going to.
I mean, can we all just wide berth, like
Climbing
walk
the window.
around to the?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like turn around and look at the group, and then just like gesture them to the back of the building.
Just take a really wide berth.
Okay.
I mean, you all down for that?
That really bothers me because I wanted you guys to take a lot of damage here, but I guess that works.
If I could, I would like to get out my new special baby, my tiny homunculus child that
Yay!
I birthed.
Karloff.
Birthed?
I did, but
What is that?
so it looks like a mechanical hawk. It has the same like traditional like little carved mask that she always does, and she's just gonna say, Hawk, could you follow Tico? I need you to keep your eyes on him because he might need some help. And it just flies up like a normal ass hawk and probably like try and go through the window that Tico did.
I slap at it. Just, "Ugh."
You fall. You see Tico fall backwards. Like, ah! I kid. We have fun.
But I do slap at it. You can see him like trying to like wave a butcher's knife at it.
It like
As
sort
it's,
of
like,
just
trying
flies
to go
around your head, taunting you.
Okay, that one I'm gonna stop. Go.
So is the plan to?
I'm gonna take my bow and I'm gonna shoot it at their feet to get their attention.
Us?
I was already looking at you.
Yeah, they're
like,
looking at you.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, I'm
do.
staring at you.
I do it anyway.
Or Tim.
Simply
Just
walk in the
you
back
can't.
door.
The
Yeah,
entire. He's like, you can't. The entire tract of land
Yeah.
is dug up.
yeah. I think probably like this whole area out here is pretty shitty, but like I think with some checks and rolling some dice, it's much easier than fighting giant minotaurs.
Yeah.
So we.
And then when they get by the window, I'm gonna unlock the back door.
Okay.
All right. So if your angle of approach is from window to here, I need healthy stealth checks. If you want to come up with another route, then that would work as well. You might need to make some other. You're gonna have to roll some dex, to be honest with you, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. What plan of action do you guys want to do?
I mean, Tico tells us to walk around to the back. I mean,
Yeah, like go back to the back. I'm gonna hop down. I'll let you guys in.
We're all
How
gonna
high
say.
was it again?
But did you walk back to them, or are you?
No, I'm yelling from the top of the window.
He's yelling from.
Well, if you're
I'm
yelling,
waiting.
then the minotaurs are going to walk towards you and
Stage
start.
whisper.
You can't stage. If you are closer to the minotaurs than you are to your friends.
Wait,
why-
Tico, we both speak Infernal. Do the Minotaurs understand Infernal?
What's infernal?
It matters very little what they speak. It's the noise.
It's your voices.
Is that they hear it?
Yeah.
The camera cuts to the group, and then you just see Tico off in the distance, like trying to whisper, but you can't hear a single thing, and you see him like exasperated sigh, and then you have to like hop down and scuttle his way back. Okay. There's a back door.
Okay.
I'm gonna go inside I'm gonna go in the cathedral.
Why didn't you do the hand signals we worked on?
I did this, and no one did anything. I'm gonna go inside because I don't trust you guys to go through the window. I'm
Damn.
gonna unlock the door, and then you guys walk in, easy peasy,
Easy.
lemon squeezy.
Easy.
And we don't have to fight the Minotaurs. Sounds like a good plan. A little bit of backdoor action.
And hey, if I'm feeling really brave, I might lock the front door.
Oh shit.
That might be a good idea.
That would
That's
be
smart.
funny.
Tico,
I'd be
that
really
bird.
mad.
Please don't stab it. It's a friend, and it'll help you if you get stuck in a pinch. Bird is friend. Can't eat
I'm gonna
bird.
lick it.
The homunculus.
Yes.
I'm trying to eat it.
He's like bear, but a bird. Don't. Okay.
You just taste
It's
metal.
like oil,
Yeah.
oil, metal.
It's a friend. Don't kill
All right.
him, okay?
So, we agree. So we do it.
Yeah. So, if you're taking a long sort of go back into the cemetery and then sort of loop back around type situation,
Yeah. We
then
all say, wow, I guess we can't go in. Better leave.
Yeah.
the
When she starts to talk, Tico puts his hand over her mouth.
and then the Minotaur's kind of like,
I'm gonna pull in real close. Karloff.
Karloff. Karloff. We are breaking in. You do not duck.
Oh, I was trying to do like a sneaky. Oh. Okay.
Not much I just say.
I forgot already.
can everyone make a
Why are you
dex
talking?
saving throw, please?
Dex saving. All right, here we go.
That's 18 for beef.
Perfect beef.
Ooh,
12.
Okay.
that,
Thank God I pre-rolled all my dice. 21.
Okay.
Dex saving throw.
I got a 7.
Okay, so as you guys are scuttling, going like this is kind of a really rough path. It's not even a path. It's rough terrain, so it's taking you a little bit. You're getting dirty, and then you see both Two Swords and Karloff fall into different holes and land with a thud. You each take.
What is a Minotaur axe worth of damage?
Yeah. You each take 7 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right.
Oh, that I'm good at.
Yeah.
You both Ralph.
Okay. 7
Good.
plus 6
Okay.
is 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I have a filthy 20.
Perfect. Okay, so you're both fine, but you basically, if you guys have seen 1917, you fall into a hole and you accidentally cut your hand on or foot or whatever on a old sort of person wearing armor. And so you your hand smashes through their chest and gets kind of like gashed on their old rusty armor, and there's
Gross.
a little bit of disgust. And you quickly reach your hand out before any of you don't feel any sort of necrotic bullshit going into you quite yet.
Tetanus.
No tetanus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a tetanus check. So yeah, you're able to make your way to the back door. Tico, did you want to crawl in through the window and then open it?
Hop inside.
Okay.
And you said the front door was open?
Let me double check. There
These
are
just the back
ajar.
door.
The front door is ajar.
Oh,
I'm going to stealthily
Okay.
drop down, go to that front door, and close it.
Okay. I think stealth check again is probably the call here.
we get to the back door. Two Swords is like, "Yep, I see. We all made it here just fine. Nobody failed or tripped." Oh,
It's okay. I saw.
I use prestidigitation to clean you off.
Yeah.
I don't know what you saw. There's nothing.
27.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to with a light clicking noise that
I killed Brett. Brett's just like, oh, jeez.
a clicking noise as the door clicks shut. It sounds so loud to your ears that you've been found out, but it's just a door clicking. You are in this there's
See what the cathedral looks like?
yeah, it's just this whole area. Actually, as you go click, you turn around, and staring at you is a beefy big boy. As the rest of you are like cleaning yourself off and coming through the back door, you just hear a shriek as this Minotaur that was behind like a corner charges at Tico, and
Is the back door locked?
No.
No. So
You
we can just
don't.
open it. We hear like the shriek and open it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, luckily the Minotaur did horrible, but so like Tico, he rushes after you and he like lowers his head to do a classic bull charge thing, and you're able to get from under his feet. But then you unfortunately hear the hooves of 3 more undead Minotaurs from around the corner, starting to rush after you. So we will end there for today.
Oh no!
As you hear all this commotion.
R.I.P. Tico.
Yeah. I mean,
all
He'll
right,
just
it's all
swing,
right.
and he just like Neo's his way.
I love the other of us. We're just chilling on the other side of the back door. Like, wait, we haven't tried it. Nobody's tried it to see if it's unlocked.
Oh man, I want Tico to solo these 4. It'll be the greatest thing ever.
probably could.
I think I have something. that can help
Ultimate
you.
fight.
Yeah.
Cement his legendary creature status.
He's really taking his time, huh? Yeah.
We're just like hanging out.
Yeah. Well, that is the end of our session today. Brett, thank you so much for being here. It was a blast and a half.
Yeah, this was a blast.
I hope you
Love
had a
beef.
good time.
Beef
Yeah, beef is
good.
my best friend.
Yeah, until my next appearance, if I'm not back for the next one, I'll just be under.
No, you better be here for
Leon's
next
tiny
one.
hut.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're quarantined. You have to work.
Damn.
That's so true.
This was dope. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
You're
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah. Say once again where folks can find you online.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter because that's the only thing that matters in this life. At Bread Eagles, and that's not my name. It's bread like the food, and eagles like plural birds. And then listen to Let's Rewatch. Me and Pat and other people that you know talking about movies.
Yeah.
It's a good time, and lots of jokes. We basically just bullshit the whole time, like every podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And we're recording tonight with someone. I guess some of our listeners might know a gentleman named Adam Beish. Adam Beish, I think it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I was
Adam Bash
literally
of
like,
Sayers.
what's that?
You must write for a living.
Yeah. Thank you so much again, and thank you to everyone who was able to brave their social distancing to join us today. I'm hoping you can all be here next week because we might be in our homes for another month, year. We don't know yet. That vaccine ain't coming.
Yeah, because some of us have offices that we go to. You don't work.
Yeah.
from already.
This is my office right here. I got my beautiful wife. I got my beautiful cats. I'm out. We're almost out of seltzer. That's not great. I'm out of gin and bourbon.
You gotta get one of those the soda streams, man.
I might.
Yeah.
I might.
Just straight out of the toilet and fizz it up.
Yeah, our good friends have like an industrial, was it CO2, I guess, canister, and I was like, I want that too. But the idea of me taking the train with a giant CO2 canister is a great way to do a felony, and I don't want to. So. And also, she works for a nursing home, so we have to triply make sure that we don't infect her. So I was like, okay, even though you're within walking distance, we cannot see you.
Yeah, the elderly need their CO2.
Yeah. All right, where can everyone else find everyone else? You can find, I'll go first just for funs. You can find me on Twitter at Tim Lanning, where I talk about various things, including when maybe I'll stream a video game right here on twitch.tv/geeklyinc. I streamed Neo the other day and Divinity the other day, and now that we're in the quarantine times, who knows what will happen? Probably more streaming. So thank you everyone that came out to those. Kim and I also just started a Naruto podcast with our good friend Jesse, and it's so fun. We're recording tomorrow. Usually we plan on doing 2 episodes, but then we just start bullshitting because we're having so much fun. So we're like, oh, I guess we'll push the rest of the recording to later. But that's Naruto Reviewto everywhere. So
It's real good.
look up Naruto Reviewto if you just want to hear a whole bunch of people. What did you say, Brett? Laugh and bullshit and tell stories, I think.
Yes.
Excellent.
You can find me at Kim Caddies, that's at KYMCATTYS on Twitter, as well as Naruto Revuto. I also do Transformation Sequence. You can find us on Twitter at SequencePod. We review the animes. Also on Love to Hate, it's a podcast where me and my buddies talk about things we love and things we hate. So go check it out.
Boom, boom.
I'm at the Pat Edwards.
Huh?
Oh, that's it. That's just.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you got the Let's
Yeah,
Rewatch
that's it.
plug out of the way, you know?
Listen to Let's Rewatch, buy my book, buy my D&D campaign when it comes out later this year.
Hell yeah.
All that
Excited
fun
about that.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes.
I'll go. You can find me literally running to the polling place across the street because I just got an alert that I can vote today. And
Oh,
then
shit!
yeah. I woke up early for some reason and I was just like, why am I up so early? Oh well. That was why.
Nice.
And then you can find me at the Walmart hoping that there's some scraps left for my dumbass is the first time we'll be able to go to the store since the
We're
Rona
gonna
kicked
find out
off.
when they get their shipments.
Yeah, for real.
It's usually Tuesdays.
Ooh, okay, I'll probably be fine. And then,
Oh, yeah?
where else am I? I'm on. Listen, anywhere you can stalk your exes, you can find me at Juska.
Perfect.
Shout out to XD.
Hot grocery tip is a lot of the local stores actually do have they'll pack and deliver your stuff for you for like $5 or $10, and they pull it from stock, so it's like you don't gotta fight people and you'll get the stuff in stock.
I was thinking about doing that.
That's
Also, someone told me that due to heavy racism, the Asian groceries
Yeah.
are pretty much like
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the food
Brett, yeah.
there's like packed full of food there because no one wants to go. And I'm like, girl, I will live in there. Like,
Yeah.
with all the food I want.
Get yourself some good food.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Justin, also known as Tico with a higher AC than an ancient red dragon. You can you can I had to Google that one while everyone was talking. You
They're
can find me
big.
on
They're big
Twitter
and easy
under
to hit, you
Justin
know?
O. And Instagram under I am Justin O. Buy my book, my comic book with Curtis Weeb, Dryad. It is a slice of life fantasy series that is totally just a fantasy book with good times.
Is Tico gonna be?
Nothing.
Oh.
Is
Dryad's
Tico going to
amazing.
be in it? No.
No. I'm saying, is Tico gonna be our real final boss? It's gonna be like Zariel and then Tico.
At this
then
point,
Tico.
it is because I was like, oh, it's just like one more point, and then when I equipped it, and like I even double checked that it was the right one. Nope, it's.
What's your AC now?
Damn.
23.
Okay, there's at least one other person you're gonna fight that has a 23 AC.
Damn.
Shit.
Zariel. It's Zariel.
I don't know. Let me look what hers
No,
is.
it's Pesha just to make Pat feel.
Oh,
Oh.
Hurt my friend.
I just came up with such a good fucking idea. I'm so goddamn smart.
Damn it.
Tim, write it down, write it down.
I want to fight those 4 minotaurs by myself. That'd be so good. Yeah, buy my book. It's a good one. It's issue 1 just came out. Issue 2 comes out next month. I think April 15th. Previews
yeah.
are out for it. Yeah, it's a good time.
It's good.
Right on.
That's
Cool.
That's all I got.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much again. Zariel has a lower AC than you. But she's big. She's big. So it's fine. She's
I'm big. I'm 5 feet tall.
No, you're small. She's big. She's huge. So it's easier to hit a barn than it is to hit an outhouse. Remember that, friends. Thank you so much. Please, if you're in, I guess, in a primary state, vote today. I think that's what we're still telling people to do, even though we don't want people to get sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure you just don't stand next to someone.
Yeah.
Wear
Yeah.
gloves or something.
Yeah, it just means the lines are going to be really long because there's 6 feet in
Yeah.
between each person.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
oh,
gonna like kick
God.
me out.
I know. I've felt like I've seen 45 news stories of how Florida ain't give a damn about the Rona right now, which is so
yeah, they don't
funny.
give 2 damns
Yeah.
about the runny down here.
Yeah.
And I saw that there was a Nashville thing too, like a packed bar in downtown.
Yeah.
Nashville.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
because we're all fucking dipshits
Yeah.
here in Nashville.
yeah. I mean, same because Boston is very like it's just St. Patty's Day parade was canceled, but everyone was everywhere this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
happy
was
St.
gonna
Me
say,
Day.
Savannah's like the major like spot for St. Patrick's
Oh, yeah.
Day. I have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
The city canceled it, but
If your primaries are coming up in the upcoming Tuesdays, please look into absentee ballots. Some of your states will allow it. with a tighter turnaround due to the circumstances. Please take the coronavirus seriously because it doesn't affect you necessarily, but it affects a lot of people you don't know, maybe. And just like Christian sex ed always warned me, if you have sex, you're not just having sex with the one person, you're having sex with everyone they've ever had sex with. But now replace that with touching doors and going to Arby's and things like that. So
Yep. Wash your hands, wash your legs.
Mm-hmm. We're a community. That's why I say it. Not because this is a
20
PSA,
seconds.
but we're a community.
Yep.
20 seconds. Yeah. So
Take
thanks
your
again.
coats and shoes off
And
outside your house.
don't vote for the blue racist shithead.
Yeah. Don't vote
When
for
you're washing your
Biden.
hands, sing the entirety of "Pray You Catch Me" by Beyonce.
Yes.
Say no, you did it.
Vote for Bernie. Because even though he has a really hard chance to win, it'll push the party more left regardless. But
Also,
there's
I
always
would
more
like to
fighting to be
say-
done.
At this point in time, Obama was behind 300 points.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and Sanders is only behind 150.
Yeah.
Just not letting anyone be like defeatist about this shit. Also,
Amen. No doom posting.
No
hey,
dooming.
fucking-
out.
hey, spoiler alert, everyone that is just now realizing you have to work to get equal rights.
Yeah.
This shit sucks. You guys
But Justin, as a
Hey,
white
we love it.
person,
We love
I
it.
don't like it. So it's
you
like
have to do this every election for the rest of your life.
that is true.
Come on.
Well, no matter what the news says, it's not a race. It's a goddamn vote. Like, there's no one's ahead till it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boom.
Boom. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning into our Dungeons and Dragons stream. We will see you next Tuesday right here at twitch.tv/geeklyinc. Goodbye.
Bye.